Hi, welcome back to Canvas and Pixels by Next Layers. In this lesson, we will be taking time to resolve the issues on this cover. If you are ready, let's dive into it. Welcome back. I'm sure you've been enjoying the video where I took time to talk about how to lay a book from start to finish in Adobe InDesign. If you have not seen that video, please refer to the link in the description below or the link that is showing on the top right. Now let's proceed. Now my client sent the cover of the book in CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW is a vector-based environment that is used for cover designs, magazines, flyer, name it, all kinds of things. Quite robust software too, even though some people have argued against it. I do not think that there is a software that is bad. I only think that there is a bad designer. So for me, the most important person is not the tool, it is the person using the tool. So on a first look, something caught my attention when I got this file, and I will just address them one after the other. So the first thing is that the front cover is sitting at the back and the back is sitting in the front. It is supposed to be the other way around. This is what I mean. The cover, which is the front cover, is supposed to be on the right, and then the left, the back is supposed to be on the left. Now, this is me describing this as left and right facing my computer. As you face your PC, this is now on your right, this is now on your left. First of all, that's the first thing I wanted to address. That when you do a cover design, whether it is magazine cover, book cover, your front is on the right and not on the left, and then your back is on the left. The second thing I notice is this spine is way too big. Now you should look for the next video where I will talk about how to know the spine of a book. Yeah. Then the next thing I noticed is the size of this book. If I switch this dimension to inches, for example, this is A5 in size. Now that book is not in A5. Let me check this dimension of the book. So I'll go to File, I'll come to Document Setup. This book is 5.5 by 8.5. Now, even though we could argue that 5.5 by 8.5 is still inside A5, I usually don't call it A5. I will rather describe it with the dimension. So that's what I will start with. I will now create the dimension to be 5.5 by 8.5 like we have. I'll just do something like what the front and back will look like, and then the spine too. The spine is still a guess. That's not the actual size of the spine. Now, there are a few things I like about what this person has done. Number one is looking at the title that says thrive. It means to blossom. I like the fact that this person has chosen a tree that is looking so good. The only thing I would have loved to add is to have a lot of fruit. But this is still an amazing description of what the title is trying to talk about. So I will just redefine it. I wanted to copy this color to what I've just created. All right, I will bring in all the elements that we have. Yeah, what we have is good. And then like so. So I wanted you to notice that it appears I'm a bit fast. This is not a CorelDRAW class, so it might look as if I'm rushing a bit. Not that I don't want you to understand. It's because I do not really intend to do CorelDRAW classes on my channel. But if you think you want me to do CorelDRAW class on my channel from introductory level, please comment CorelDRAW in the comment section. Then I shall consider it then. we could start from a basic level. So let me proceed. So what I've done is to put the tree inside the um, shape that we have created. I want the name to be a bit big, at least for legibility's sake. Maybe I would have loved to have done something like this. It's not that it's necessary though. I was just looking at it now and I'm asking myself, what if we change this to this? How about that? Just only that to just give like a contrasting color somewhere there. All right. So I will bring this here like so. Um, this person is a bit ambitious, so the spine of this book will not be this big. I can tell you that for free because I know the number of pages we arrived to. We can check. This is how many pages? This is 102 pages. 102 pages cannot give you a spine that is this big. So I'm just going to knock off some things from it. All right. Delete. Yes, it's zooming. So this will not be legible after print. So there's no point. So I've removed it. All right. And then I will just reposition this guy. And then reposition this. At least something close. And then we could put it at the center. All right, let's just keep it like this for now. Then I can explain how to determine your spine in another video. So I'll copy this same color. I will ungroup, copy this same color here. All right. Now, okay, permit me to take this too because this is what this person wanted. All right, but there are other things I noticed. One is that this person in trying to lay the text beside this cover decided to I'm even looking for the word to describe this. You could see a lot of space. Meanwhile, there's a way to do this in a simpler method. And then I'm going to remove about the book, about the author. I usually don't like to do that. So I would draw a McQueen shape with the text box. All right. Position this like so. And then now this text is difficult for me to use it. So I have, clean it up and then copy it to my text box. I'll paste it like so. I want to maintain the same font since that's what my client sent. So I'll keep it that way. I will duplicate this. I can't also use this because this person is trying to create this space and there is a simple way to create that thing. So I'm just going to show you now. I'll copy the cleaner version, something that I worked on. All right, so I'll give you some space. I think it's just 2 paragraphs. Let me check this. Okay, this one is showing 1 paragraph, even though I felt that it's a bit text heavy. Would have been nice to split it somewhere, maybe from here. Yeah, so that we don't just have something that long. Now, I am going to also make a suggestion. Okay, before I come to that suggestion, let me address some of the issues first. So we want this text to wrap around the cover that we have at the back. The simple way to do it, because I can approach it from this, but because it has several elements, I don't want a lot of issues. So what I will do is to take a rectangle, draw the exact size of this book on it like so, and look at it here, text wrap, and I'll say I want it to wrap to my right. Now you notice that it's showing black and I don't want that black. I will just remove the black. That's it. All right. Isn't that better? Whatever you do to the text will automatically adjust by itself. I'm going to repeat the same for this one now because this doesn't have several things with it. I could just come here and say text wrap and I want it to the right. Look, we are almost done. So because I wanted to increase the leading of this text, I will press Ctrl T, all right, and then I just change the properties. I'll come to, okay, it's in character height. Now the other ones too are good. You have point, you have point size, but I know how to work with character height. So I'll change this to 120%, 120%. Did you notice? All right, I want same 120%, 120%. All right, and then I could bring it kind of close. I'll bring it a bit close, and then let me take this and just, like a divider, something like that, like a divider for what we have done. All right, I hope we are following. So, like a divider, I will just reduce it a bit and then bring it a bit closer. Just make sure we have it in the center, group it together, and then, Now, one question should be in your mind, and the question is, how come I'm not using this color? Let me zoom into it. I mean, I love the color, really nice. But in my own part of the world, I'm in Africa, Nigeria specifically, you need to understand how press works. Otherwise, you will mess up several things. Now, as a rule, and as someone who has worked in prepress before, when I have small text like this, and I mean, the texts are not big, they are not bold enough, I try to help the operators at the press by making it just black. Yeah, look, I'll give you an example. If we try to check this color, we wanted to check how many color is forming this color. Let me now look at it. First of all, this is in RGB. That's where the problem will start. If I switch it back to CMYK, it becomes a bit dark. And then look at it. You have, in all formations, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Trust me, the operators at the press struggles to register things like this because it is small, and maybe because of lack of experience too, So except you are doing a direct print, maybe you are printing on a Konica Minolta, you are printing on Canon, where you just do like a direct print. That is when I can advise you to use this kind of color for small text. All right. Now you wonder why I left this one. It is easier for him to concentrate on this one than chasing the entire text like this. He will mess it up. All right. So I wanted to add one or two more things and then we're done. Let me just, it was just something that I added. It will have been the publishing logo somewhere here. And then maybe I'll just add ISBN number. All right. I just add this, even though that's not the ISBN of this book. I'll just add it. Let me remove the white. I'll say paste special, like so. So it's a vector now. Knock it off. All right. I'll position it like so, and then I will ungroup it and reduce this. It's a bit too high. All right. So I hope I'm able to say something meaningful with this. If you look at where we're coming from and what we eventually achieved now, you'll see that it looks a bit better. I think we can reduce this a bit. Sometimes you keep looking and you get to see more. You keep looking and you get to see how the things can become better. You can see that this kind of sits more better, and then we are ready to go to the press. You should look out for the video where I explain how to calculate the spine of a book. If this has been meaningful to you, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone. Thank you.